Previously on Area 503, the search for universal truth.
Look out, folks, here comes Tommy the Troll. He's a know-it-all about UFOs. He's got shit brown skin and a cold dead stare. He can't identify anything in the air. He doesn't care if he's wrong or right. He's gonna scream his points all day and night.
Balloon, balloon, CGI, another hoaxer, I hope they die. I'll chew them up and I'll spit them out, but all I'm really doing is riding on their cloud. Lens flare, satellite, I'm gonna debunk hoaxers till the day I die. I was there, Roswell was just a balloon. People who say otherwise is just a buffoon. I was even there for the Phoenix Lights. It was a bunch of helicopters giving people the rights. I've been busting fakers for millions of years. When hoaxers hear my name, it brings them to tears. But I'm too lazy to find UFOs, so I debunk others' work on my live stream shows. Super chat, super chat, super chat. Gonna ride this wave till I get big and fat. You better not post any UFOs, cause look out, bitch, here comes Tommy the Troll. I'm Tommy the Troll. I troll them so that you don't have to.
Hello out there, everybody. Manny here at Area 503. And I hope you all have been well since our last video.
Every time I turn on the television and there's a UFO story, you are right there on camera.
Today I've got some clips from some recent Lue Elizondo interviews. I know, you can't walk to the store without bumping into 3 people that have done a live stream with Lue Elizondo. But hey, we still gotta look at this footage. Oh, hey, who could that be? Oh, it's Tommy the Troll. What's going on, dude?
Hi, Manny. I got a Google alert that you were going to be talking about Lue Elizondo, so I figured that I would come by and give you my unsolicited opinions. So what do you say? Why don't you let me do what's in my nature and troll Lue? Huh?
You know what, Tommy? You're right. I'm completely tired of talking about Lue Elizondo. Why don't you go ahead and handle this for a bit?
Well, all right, Manny. I was hoping you'd say something like that. Why don't you go ahead and kick back and I'll handle this clown for you. Where do we even start? Let's go back over to Lue Elizondo and Dave Scott on Spaced Out Radio.
Well, look, I've said before, the truth has nothing to hide, and I'm not a stranger to criticism, you know.
Well, Lue, it certainly is a good thing that you're no stranger to criticism, because you've got Tommy the Troll that you're dealing with now, and if there's one thing that a troll is good at, it's criticism. But how are you going to handle a troll when you got run off of the scene by a country doctor from Virginia named Greer?
But I'm not doing this to make friends. I'm doing this for a very deeply personal reason, and it's to tell the truth, tell America what really their tax dollars was paying for and what we found. I do it because I believe in the cause and I believe the people who are part of this effort. Well, Dave, you know, thank you for having the patience. You know, I spent a career with these hands, you know, destroying people's lives in the name of national security, and I really am trying to spend the last half of my life trying to put human beings back together again.
Okay, Lou, you just gave us 3 different reasons for why you're trying to force disclosure. You said it was for the truth, and then the people, and now you're saying it's for... what? Because you're some kind of UFO messiah or something? That's just plain silly, man. Come on.
And that's, there's something to be said for that. And every single one of the listeners right now and every single one of your bloggers are part of that movement. So this is a joint effort. And I think for me, it's been an honor and privilege to be part of that. I'm not looking to be the face of ufology. I'm not looking to be the leader of anything.
Come on, Lou. That's exactly what you've done. You've infiltrated ufology and put yourself right at the top, which is where you wanted to be. That's why you went and did live streams with everybody and claimed that you were not told by the TTSA that people on smaller channels were trying to get a hold of you. It's a story, man, and you've got a story for everything. Sheesh.
My first responsibility and priority is that as a father. Secondly, it's that as an American citizen and a patriot. But in order to be, a patriot, sometimes you have to do things that don't seem very patriotic at the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little creeped out here, Lou. The last time I heard a guy talk like that, it was Timothy McVeigh, and he did a bad thing right afterwards. So maybe we should call, the MIB on this guy. Yeah, what do you guys think? Should we call the MIB on him? Oh, no, wait. It looks like the Pentagon's already on it. Because he's talking about them in this next clip. Oh, my.
It's true that they were targeting me and still do.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they manipulated and used good people to do it, which is for me probably the most disappointing piece of this. People that are truly just trying to find the facts and the truth were being misled willfully by
you, Lou. They're being willfully misled by you asshole. You're the one who's lying to them. You're the one who infiltrated a nice group like ufology and UFO Twitter. You are the one willfully misleading those kind-hearted people. You're a dick. God. And then he turned around and tried to blame other people for it. It's despicable, man. I'm just sick of it. And why do you think the Pentagon is targeting you? Gee. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that you lied to them when you first requested those 3 little pieces of drone footage and then snuck them off to the TTSA and announced them to the world a week later. You're a jerk, man. A real jerk, and you play stupid when you know better. You worked there for 22 years. You know how the Pentagon works. I never worked there. What's your excuse? God.
Are there elements of an IG complaint, we'll call it a complaint, that has been received by the DoD IG? Yes, that is also true. I'm not going to go into any specifics because I want the ability for the government to do its job without outside interference. I don't want to back up the government any more into a corner than they're already in.
Yeah.
I've every day I've been trying to offer
on their own.
Job. And I'm trying to help them with a way out, right? I've been for the last 3 years saying, guys, come on, you don't have to be this way. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
I'm the one guy that's your friend in this.
Okay, so you're a friend of the Pentagon now. Yeah, right. You've been working against them since you stepped out on stage in 2017 with TTSA. So yeah, you're everybody's best friend, Lou, and we just don't understand it, right? I don't think so, pal. Let's see what he had to say next.
With that said, you hit on something that really struck a chord with some people in the mainstream media, and that is, okay, are we dealing yet with another iteration of the Pentagon Papers? Are we dealing yet with another issue like we did with Watergate, where all of a sudden elements in the government are running rogue and doing things that they shouldn't have? And I think that's given a lot of people some concern, because if they're going to lie about this, what else are they going to lie about?
Right.
Oh, I don't know. UFOs, aliens, Roswell, special access projects, reversed engineered technology, secret pacts with aliens. 0-point energy, traversable wormholes, warp drives, JFK, 9/11, Jeffrey Epstein? I don't know. You tell me. They lie about everything. This is ufology. When did we ever start taking the Pentagon's word for anything? Duh.
They are deleting information, which frankly, between you and me, I don't believe they've deleted anything. I think it's just extremely damning and incriminating, so they don't want it to come out. They're making a mockery of law. So at that point, you have to ask yourself, John, when an organization in the United States who is bound to uphold the law is now breaking the law, okay? Is that are those people that are in those positions, do they represent the will of the government? Do they represent the will of the people in the United States? And if the answer is no on both, then are they even legitimately in charge of anything?
Wow, Lou, there's some more of that creepy patriot talk. It's not up for you or your defense industry partners or employers to determine who is truly in charge at the Pentagon. I think we have a system for that. We don't need you. Step back, you creepy fucker. Jeez. Oh.
The last 10 years or so in the Pentagon was the UFO program, and then one that I haven't really talked much about, which is Guantanamo Bay.
You had mentioned the Gitmo portion of that. Can you mention anything else that office did?
I have to be very careful because it was very, very sensitive. I think one of my last evals may have been, I don't know if it was released or someone had a copy of it, but in there you can see that it was definitely nuanced. It was a program that supported the White House and the National Security Council.
What? That doesn't make any sense, Lou. So you're just chilling out at Gitmo one day and somebody walks up to you and says, hey, you want to go start a UFO program? What? I don't get it, man. Actually, I do get it, because that makes perfect sense, because I was up at the hospital the other day. I was just chilling out at the cafeteria, getting a snack, and this leader of the brain surgery unit came up to me, and he said, would you like to lead our brain surgery unit? And I told him, but I have no experience at all, sir. And he says, that doesn't matter. You'll be good. Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit, ain't it?
But with all due respect, the Condon report didn't have Christopher Mellon. It didn't have Alex Dietrich. It didn't have Dave Fravor. It didn't have Jim Slate. It didn't have Ryan Graves. It didn't have me. This is, if they try to pull something like that, I've said this before, then they're going to have a real issue on their hands, because that's going to force guys like me who don't want to do it, but I will run for Congress.
Lou, I bet your defense industry buddies would love having a plant like you in Congress. You could just write them a check on the taxpayer's dollar. Way to go, dude. Blah. And what was it you said earlier?
I'm not looking to be the face of ufology. I'm not looking to be the leader of anything.
But I will run for Congress.
Can you go for 2 minutes or 2 days without contradicting yourself?
And I will make sure that if I get in a seat there, I will make sure total transparency on everything, not just UAPs, all the other crap that I know that goes on behind these closed doors. I will make sure that people come to heel on that, and so we can finally get the answers that the American people deserve. And I'm not talking about relinquishing classified information. I'm not saying that.
Well, then what the heck are you saying then? Because you just said this.
I will make sure total transparency on everything, not just UAPs, all the other crap that I know that goes on behind these closed doors. But I'm not talking about, relinquishing classified information. I'm not saying that.
Well, if you're not talking about releasing classified information, what are you talking about then? Because there isn't anything else that you could have. What are you going to release? Are you going to tell about secret tea parties between Republicans and Democrats that they don't want the world to know about? Or are you going to tell us how there's people at the Pentagon who are really in charge and they're fighting with the people who employ you? What are you saying? You're such a double talker. It gets confusing. I just don't know anymore. But let's keep heading on through it.
I get pissed off enough, man. Last thing I want to do is get back into the fray of things. I need that like a hole in the head. I just want to be left alone and retire. There's a reason why I live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, Lou, the reason you live out in the middle of nowhere is so that when you run for Congress, you could win your seat for a mere 10,000 votes. It's pretty smart, and I wonder who came up with it, because I know you didn't.
But, hell, man, if I got to put my boots back on, I will. I'll be willing to do that so we can finally get the answers that the American people deserve. And I'm not talking about, relinquishing classified information. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is just be open and honest with the American people and don't deceive them. Whatever you do, the last thing, if you don't want to talk about it, fine, say no comment. But for the love of God, don't go out and start lying to the American people.
Lou, are you seriously going to chastise, judge, and then berate the Pentagon for lying to the American people when that is precisely what you are doing? Come on, man, that's fucking hypocritical. You can't do that. Everybody sees right through that garbage, don't we? That's just plain silly. How does he expect anyone to buy this garbage? Blah.
You have said that you were, and help me with the correct word, but either consulting or working with or communicating with those that are creating this report or the task force, or both.
I am doing my best to facilitate that process in whatever capacity that I am useful, without imposing my own will. I have been quietly doing my best to facilitate. It's in everybody's interest, to have a fair and comprehensive report, because not only does Congress expect it, but that's what they deserve, and ultimately so do the American people.
Yeah, Lou, you're right. The American people do deserve the truth, right? And a comprehensive report. Let's see what you came up with. Oh, that's right. That report was 9 pages long. Thanks, Lou. I'm glad you had some input on that and could help shed a little bit of light on the UFO subject. We appreciate that, you dunderhead. Come on, man. It's silly. You were working this operation not only on the American public, but on the whole wide world, because the whole world was listening to your story on these platforms. It's ridiculous. You just need to come clean, man. Maybe it is time to retire.
You've already had 70 years to screw this up. Don't screw it up anymore.
Yeah.
For the love of God, at this point, here's your chance to get this monkey off your now 800-pound gorilla that's been sitting on your mat.
Yeah.
You really want to carry that around for another decade or two? Don't do it. This is the time to do it right. And everybody at this point we're all adults. We can handle the truth.
Yeah, we can handle the truth, Lou. We've been able to handle the truth for a very long time. You see, the problem is that you and people like you have kept it from us and lied. Duh. Hey, so you can take your truth and blow it right out of your ass. Boo-boo! Lou! Woo-hoo! Lou's truth! Boo-boo! It really doesn't mean much, man.
Because I'm not a politician. Mm-hmm. I never have been. I don't give a damn about politics. But I will run for Congress because I'm not a politician. Mm-hmm. I never have been.
Wait a minute. So you don't give a damn about politics, but you're great at dodging questions like the best of politicians. You hang around with politicians, you work for politicians like Harry Reid, and you held a largely political job at the Pentagon for years. And now you're going to run for Congress? But what did you say again?
Because I'm not a politician. Mm-hmm. I never have been. I don't give a damn about politics.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to force disclosure, but not any of the classified stuff. And then you go and give different reasons for your motivations every time that you're asked. Lou, you really can't talk for 2 minutes without contradicting yourself, can you? Lou is a lying sack of poo. Lou's a lying sack of poo. Lou's a lying sack of poo. Lou is a... Yeah, I can't make that sound good. But you are a lying sack of poo. So just quit, man. Hey. Well, you really do gotta admit that the guy kinda does look like he's a lying poo. And it's just like his little sidekick, Jeremy, Lockerbie, Kenyon, Blackberry, Hopscotch, Hula Hoop, Corbell, name too long. Oh, you guys are right. I shouldn't troll them. I shouldn't troll these people. It's in my nature. I just can't help it. You folks won't believe. You just won't believe what Jeremy Corbell said next about...
To be continued.
Oh. Well, I guess we're out of time for today then, folks. Well, Manny asked me to tell you all.
This has been Manny at Area 503, and I wish you all the best until we meet again. And I am out of here to continue my search for universal truth.
But I'm Tommy, so I'm just gonna say, toodles.